ともみです。
バルテクです。
いつも YouTube 見てくださってありがとうございます。いや、今日はですね、私の友達のバテクくんと、はい、バテクです。ゲストです。はい、にいろいろ
シアトルで会った。
シアトルで、はい、会いました。彼は、もともとポーランド出身で、
ポーランド人です。
ね、で、ポーランドから、アメリカのシアトル。で、何年
？15年。
15年アメリカのシアトルで住んでて、その後に今、日本に2年前、1年半2年前にから日本に住んで、日本での会社で働いてます。
はい。
ね、はい。なので今日はバーテック君にいろいろインタビューしていきたいと思います。はい。イエーイ！OK、そう、バーテック君は日本語喋るので、できるだけ日本語で、でも難しかったら
少しだけ。難しいことは英語で。
英語で、OK。Yeah, your English is really good. So, how is the Japanese life? 日本の生活どうですか？
日本の生活は、I like it、好きです。日本の方がアメリカより好きです。
Oh, really? 日本の方がなんでWhat's the reason?
Well, 日本人はとても親切です。
He likes Japan more than America? Kinda?
Yep.
Okay.
Japanese people are kinder.
親切。
Kinder and more helpful in general, I would
Oh
say.
yeah, めっちゃ helpful. 役に立つし。
And it's more, I don't know, it's more like a quiet and relaxing atmosphere here.
もっと落ち着いた、like relax?
Yeah, 落ち着いた、yes.
感じ。How do you describe? Can you describe America? Like
conflicted.
Conflicted?
No, people like disagreeing with each other all the time.
Oh, disagree?
Yes,
yeah.
Particularly recently with everything that was going on.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like a political election.
今アメリカは結構政治とかで本当にねすごいみんながこうぶつかってるので、はい、それと比べたら日本はやっぱり落ち着いてるし平和です。はい、と言ってます。はい。
At least we don't have as many killings, right? Recently in the United States, well, maybe I'm just biased because I watch posts from my Facebooks and like every couple of weeks, like somebody posts about somebody killed.
Yeah, so
I don't know if it's representative of what's happening recently, or maybe it always has been happening and we just didn't hear about.
いや、なんか彼はその日本はあんまり殺人とかがほとんどないけど、アメリカだったらそういうニュースがすごい多いね。Every day、毎日。
So you don't hear about those things in Japan.
日本であんまりそういうニュースが少ないから全然アメリカと違うって言ってます。いや、携帯でたまに子供が誘拐されたとか、sometimes like the cell phone show like kids are stolen and then we get to the information from our like cell phone. Yeah, in the US.
Oh, in the US,
and
like
also
Amber Alert, right?
Yeah, Amber Alert.
Kidnapping.
Kidnapping, and also sometimes like demo, like like Black Lives Matter, and like people do, so you cannot go outside or something like a cell phone show. Alarm was like for me super like different from Japan. Like in Japan, nobody say you cannot go outside. But in America, sometimes it's very dangerous situation. Don't go outside.
Are you talking about the protests?
Protest, yes, protest, yeah. アメリカではプロテストとかとそんなんが多かったので、たまに外に出れない時期があって、携帯に今から外に出ないでくださいとか連絡来た時期があったので、はい、やっぱりそういう面で、違うなと思います。Anyway.
Yeah. So overall, I think I left the United States in a good time.
I see.
Yeah. She has many questions. Full on interview.
Yeah, interview. そう、今日本で仕事してるじゃないですか。You're working in Japan. And how do you think the environment? 日本の職場環境どう思いますか？日本で働いてみてアメリカと比べて、もしくはポーランドと比べて。
One thing that is Japanese specific is that the language, like English speaking ability of non-native speakers, even in the US branch, it was on average pretty good. obviously it varies. Like some people speak really good English, some people not so good. But on average was pretty good.
英語喋れる人がやっぱり英語のレベルが
Yeah, like
低い
on average.
Average.
How do you say in 日本語で on average?
平均
はい
平均の英語レベル
平均の英
多分
語レベル。
なんか職場の人も
ちょっと低いですね
低いのでちょっとコミュニケーションとか仕事でちょっと難しいかなっていう感じ。Compare from United States, right?
Yes.
アメリカの方がまあいろんな国の人がいるけどインド人とかでもみんな大体やっぱり英語がね喋れる人が来ての職場な環境なので Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Coworkers don't necessarily communicate directly if they are not able or unwilling to do something. They usually are more agreeable. Right now I'm a manager actually, and so when I ask somebody to do something, they usually say yes and go for it and do it, without really specifying, without really like giving me feedback of how difficult they think the task is. And sometimes, had I realized how difficult of a thing I asked them for and how much time it would take, I would simply not ask them for this. But sometimes they just go ahead and do it, and they take a long time, and only after the fact I realize, oh shit, that was too much. I really shouldn't have asked it. It was a waste of time.
So you mean like Japanese people, they don't communicate much. So if you are manager, so if you ask Japanese people some job and they say always okay, and then later they take long time to do the job, and then you realize it was too much. So you want a more conversation.
Right, like I talk back to my manager. If my manager asks me something like, "Oh, can we do this?" and I'm like, "Well, not really." But like my people don't really communicate that to me, with the exception of one or two maybe.
いや、そう日本、彼はマネージャーをしてるので日本人のスタッフにこの仕事やってねっていうふうに言った時に、日本人の人はみんな OK、はいはいってみんな言うので、でもこう直接その仕事はできませんってあんまり言ってこないから、彼は自身が全然気づかずに仕事の量が多すぎることとかで、後で気づいたら全然終わってなかったりとか、難しかったりして、なんかもっとコミュニケーション直接取って直接こうね言ってほしいんだと思います。はい。
Yeah, other things you asked, like how easy it is to live in Japan.
Japan for foreigner people.
Yeah, well, 日本人はあまり英語できないからちょっと難しいです。僕の日本語だんだんよくなるけど、ゆっくり、very slowly、簡単に日本語だけでできる難しい日本語は。I'm sure those who speak Japanese, you realize that I can only use relatively simple vocabulary. And anything more complicated, I have to resort to English. And unfortunately, most people in Japan don't speak English, and therefore it creates quite a bit of a communication barrier in terms of both making friends as well as just communicating in a store or in a restaurant.
いや、そう日本人はやっぱり英語喋れる人が平均的に少ないので、どうしてもやっぱりね、なんだろう、こうなんていうの、深い話とかするのが難しかったりとかやね。And also likeメニューとかね、オーダーする時もレストランとかもすごい難しいね。
Because if you live in Japan for 5 years, you're automatically considered a permanent resident for tax purposes.
5年以上日本に住んでいたら、オートマティカリ自動的に日本のタックス税金払わないといけないね。
And that means that you'll be taxed on the income from the entire world.
そうや、収入1年の収入から。
Right now, I'm taxed only for the income in Japan. And obviously, like my income in the United States from business side is taxed within the United States. But
the total.
After 5 years, everything will be taxed here in Japan.
Oh, so now you are paying tax in America. How about the Poland? Poland, no.
No, I don't have
So-
investments in Poland.
Oh, so
Well, it's not doubly taxed, but it's taxed. So whatever portion I earn in Japan, I pay here. Whatever portion I make in the United States,
Oh,
I
I see, I
pay
see.
there. It's actually a little more complicated than that. But the problem is that once I cross the 5-year boundary here, then everything I'll have to pay here,
oh.
and the tax here is simply higher than in the United States.
日本のタックス、税金はアメリカよりだいぶ高いみたいなので、そうか、5年以上、今まだ2年だから大丈夫だけど、あと3年
Yes,
したら払わないといけないんだ。
So in 3 years, I'll have to make like a very thorough calculation
Wow.
and make a tough decision whether I want to stay here and pay higher taxes or I want to move somewhere else.
And also, you said that salary in Japan is lower than US, right?
It is.
And even that you said that living in Tokyo is very expensive, like you said, no?
I wouldn't, compared to Seattle, I wouldn't say it's very expensive, but it's I think it's a tad more expensive.
A little bit.
A little bit.
給料がですね、同じアメリカの会社で働いてるんですけど、日本に変わっただけで給料が30%? なんか30% lower or something.
Yeah.
30% ぐらい下がったということで、でも東京の物価とシアトルもすごいアメリカ高いので、同じぐらいの物価なんですけど、ちょっとやっぱ東京の方が高いみたいなので、それでも給料が減ったと言ってます。
Yeah, let's take for example this apartment. Right, it's a good in a good location in Tokyo, which is more on the expensive side. But the apartment itself is not that impressive. Like it's on the newer side, but it's not like a nice and shiny kind of like a new sparkling new kind of apartment. So for the amount of rent that I'm getting this apartment, I could rent in Capitol Hill or downtown Seattle something which is like brand new, like sparkling new with granite countertops, super nice hardwoods and other fancy stuff.
So アメリカ・シアトルの、キャピタルヒルとかいう都会でもし住む同じ値段ここの値段払ったらもっとすごいいい場所に住めるって言ってるのでやっぱり、高いね。So next question 次の質問、日本のなんか気になる点とかなんかこう日本が変わってほしいなとかなんか逆に日本のネガティブポイント Do you have anything about Japan that should improve or like like you have some question why Japan like this or like whatever like I wanna know. So okay, so you mean like Japanese people next time let's hang out but they never invite you?
They respond when I invite them. They come to my party, they come to dinner. But like they will never invite them to hang out with their friends.
Oh, I see. そう意味が分かりました。そう日本人はあんまり多分忙しいからパーティーとかしないんかもね。だから彼がパーティーとかなんかインバイト招待すると日本人は来てくれるけど日本人は彼をパーティーとか何かのイベントに招待することがあんまりないと言ってる。Right?
I think so.
Yeah, I understand. Like you invite Japanese people
Yes.
and they always respond, they come, but they don't invite back you.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
I see.
Like I feel like Japanese people always busy for work, so maybe but
Well, that's one thing, but they usually like respond positively to my invitations.
Yeah.
So they find time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. But they don't do effort
Yes.
for.
Another thing is that like a short notice invitations don't work. Like oh hey, like are you free this week or next weekend? Like that usually doesn't work. Usually you have to schedule like 2 or 3 or 4 weeks ahead of it.
そうなんか彼が言うには日本人は予定がいっぱい詰まってるから例えば今週末会えるって言っても大体無理って言われることが多いみたいで例えば2週間3週間長かったら1ヶ月前ぐらいから予定を組まないとOK もらえないから一緒に出歩くのが難しいと言ってます。Yeah. How do you think about Japanese woman. If you compare like a Poland and American woman. 日本人女性をどう思いますか？もしポーランドとアメリカと比べて。
Yeah, don't ask me about Poland. I didn't really date in
ポ
Poland.
ーランドは彼若い時にしか行ってないからあんまりデートしたことないかわからないと言ってます。はい。
Yeah, oh my, that's a. Yeah, well, 日本人のなんかちょっとつまらないです。
Really?
Yeah, ちょっと失望してる。
失望してる。日本本当に Why? どうしてどうして
Oh, yeah, they don't really have their life. Like they don't have hobbies.
Hobbies. 日本人女性あんまり趣味が少ない
Yeah, like 趣味が何ですかとよく質問する。
質問したら、
Yeah, the answer is like 趣味がない。
趣味がない。
It's like 本当けどlike 週末時何をすると聞く。
週末何する
like Netflix
Netflix
ショッピングと友達と飲む。
友達と飲む。
Yeah,
そうだね。
時々sometimes I get an answer sleeping. Like
寝る。Okay.
Alright, okay, bye.
Okay, bye. No. I see. Oh, I see.
おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。
おやすみ。
What kind of Japanese food do you really like?
お好み焼き。
お好み焼き？
一番好き。
お好み焼き大好きです。
お好み焼きと。
How about たこ焼き？
たこ焼きも好き。
Can you eat octopus? Octopus
Well,
タコ。
タコ一つで好きじゃないけど、たこ焼き、like, yeah.
美味しい？
美味しいです。
そうか。なんかね、外国の人タコ嫌いな人多くない？I thought like, but anything else?
Well, sushi, of course.
Of course, sushi.
馬刺し。
Oh my god, 馬刺し？
馬刺しも。
馬刺しです。
好きです。
馬刺しが好きだそうです。
たまみは馬刺し好きですか？
Yeah, it's fine, but I feel like I'm not なんか日本人じゃない私。No, 日本人だけど食べ物についてはなんかその生ものが苦手。
カレー？
カツカレー。いや、美味しいカツカレー。日本のじゃあカレーが好き？日本のカレー。
日本のカレー。日本のカレー好き。
わお。
天ぷらもいいです。
天ぷらも美味しいね。That's true.
串揚げ。
串揚げ。いいね、本当に。So in the end, do you have any question or something that you wanna ask me? Like, なんか私に質問とか何かありますか？
日本に住みたい？
Yes.
You want to come back and move to
Japan?
Yeah. What do you don't like about the United States?
I don't know. I think the culture is totally opposite. In Japan, like we try to 日本はなんか相手にいつも優しく、いつも他人のことを考えて。Do you understand? Like in Japan, like Japanese people try to always understand what the other people think. Everyone's super educated and everyone have like a very polite attitude. But I don't know it's true because I just live in United States 2 years. But for me, I feel like America have like very different level. Some people are super nice, super extremely kind, but some people are like no, like super rude, and some people have of course like discrimination, you know.
Yeah.
And so like
I notice that too.
Yeah, so like for example, when I go outside and I met like strangers, and then I didn't do anything, but I get some trouble, you know. Like
what kind of trouble?
I don't know, like someone screaming at me or like.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know, maybe they are drug addict or I'm not sure. Like or like, for example, in Japan, if you hit somebody, You say like both say I'm so sorry, excuse me. But America sometimes hate and they just watching me like really weird eye contact. Like really for me super opposite.
Really? Yeah. I thought it happens only to guys.
What? No, even in woman, I guess maybe I'm Asian, I don't know, but or sometimes when I'm driving, like I feel like Seattle people more impatient. So like in Japan, people don't honk a lot, but America, like even a bit of things, they honk.
Wait, well.
Like I don't know.
Really, I actually thought like Seattle doesn't honk much compared to like most places in the United States.
Really?
Like if you go to New York, like it's honking like all the time.
Really? So maybe Japan is too extreme. Maybe
Yeah.
So many excuse and not on time and.
Oh, not on time is like very very common.
みんな時間に遅れてくるので、やっぱそれとかあと、I don't know it gonna really happen until it's happen. Like in Japan, if you make a plan and then they say yes, usually it happen. But in America, if you make a plan, even it's like 1 or 2 weeks ago, they suddenly say 1 day before, like they say, oh sorry, there are those reasons I cannot join tomorrow. It's too much for me.
It's yes, flakiness.
Yeah.
Flakiness is a problem in the United States. It happens all the time. And you're right, like in Japan, it doesn't happen as much.
Yeah, I think.
So I had a party last week here at my place, and she and her boyfriend and her other friend were supposed to come to my party. And the day before, she sent me a message, like very very long message, like super apologetic, like I'm really sorry, but I cannot come because the emergency state, coronavirus emergency state is coming again, and I'm supposed to meet my grandmother like in a couple days, so I prefer not to be with other people, and she even said that like I really want to apologize, I will send you sushi. I cannot come, but I'll send you sushi. Like, tell me the address. I'm like, don't worry about it.
I see. Wow, そうか、日本人は来れないと心配して逆に寿司送るのでごめんなさい、許してくださいみたいな。すごいね、そうか。
Yeah, like it was like over the top apologetic.
Over apologize.
はい。ありがとうございます。
いやー、Thank you so much. Thank you. いや、Thank you, Bartek. ありがとうございます。はい、なのでよかったら参考になったら嬉しいと思いますので、はい、バーテックさんでした。はい、他にもいろんな YouTube あります。セーリングとか、あと海外生活とか、いろいろあるので、またよかったらチャンネル登録と、あといいね、コメントなどもよろしくお願いします。Please subscribe my YouTube channel and if you like, please give me thumbs up and comment welcome.
Yep, thumbs up, press subscribe button.
Yes. Okay. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.